Okay, so welcome students. I welcome you all to the lecture number 2 of class 10 trigonometry. In the previous lecture we discussed about the basic concepts of trigonometry and the trigonometric ratios, that was sine, cos, tan, secant, cosecant and tangent. Now let us discuss some of the few examples as well as some exercise questions. So here you can see on the screen example number 5. I would recommend to keep the NCERT book along with you and practice these questions. So here you can see example number 5. It is an important question for board as well. So here we are given a triangle OPQ, a right angle triangle which is right angled at P. OP is 7 centimeter and the difference of side OQ and PQ is given as 1 centimeter. Angle P is 90 degree. So we have to determine the value of sine theta and cos theta. Right. So we are given the value of OP, that is 7 centimeter, and difference between the side OQ, that is hypotenuse, and PQ, that is this side. We cannot say perpendicular or base until and unless we are aware about the angle. So here it is 1 centimeter. Right. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can determine the value of these sides, right? So by Pythagoras theorem, you know that OP square, that is OP square, and PQ square equals to OK square. Now we can find the value of OQ. We can write the value of OQ as 1 plus PQ, right? So we'll substitute the value of OQ over here in this equation, right? By solving it by the whole square, we'll cancel PQ square on both the sides. Hence we'll put the value of OP which was given over here, as you can see, 7 centimeter. 7 square is 49, and we'll get here at the right side we'll get 1 plus 2PQ. So 49 minus 1 we'll get 48. 48 divided by 2 we'll get 24. So we'll get this side PQ, this side as 24. Now OQ was PQ plus 1. So 24 plus 1 gives us 25. So we'll get OQ as 25 centimeter, and OP was given to us in the question, that was 7 centimeter. So here we can draw a triangle again, OPQ, where OP is 7 centimeter, PQ is 24 centimeter, and OQ is 25 centimeter. Is it fine? So now we have to find sine theta, right? And what is theta over here? Theta is the angle Q. So here our theta is angle Q. Right, this is our theta, this is the angle Q. We have to find sine Q. So with respect to sine Q, what is the sine of an angle? Sine of an angle is perpendicular by hypotenuse. That means the side opposite to that angle upon the hypotenuse. So with respect to angle Q, the side which is opposite to angle Q is OP, that is 7 centimeter, and hypotenuse is OQ, that is 25 centimeters. So you will get sin Q as 7 by 25. And over here cos Q. Now cos Q is base upon hypotenuse, that is the side that is adjacent to the angle upon hypotenuse. Now with respect to Q, the adjacent side is PQ and hypotenuse is again OQ. So we will get 24 by 25. Now let us see another example. Now you can see example number 2 over here from your NCERT. It is given in this question that if angle B and Q are acute angles are those angles that are less than 90 degree, right? So if angle B and angle Q are acute angles such that sin B equals to sin Q, this condition is given. This is a given condition, right? Then we have to prove that angle B equals to angle Q. We have to prove this, right? So there are two triangles ABC and PQR, right angle at C and R respectively. So we have to prove that angle B and angle Q are equal, given that sin B and sin Q are equal. So sin B. So what is sine of an angle? Sine of an angle is, as I told in the previous lecture also, in this lecture also, that it is the ratio of the side opposite to that angle upon the hypotenuse. That means side opposite to that angle is the perpendicular. So here the perpendicular with respect to B, in this triangle will be AC. So sin B's are AC upon AB, and similarly in this triangle with respect to Q, sin Q will be given as PR, that is perpendicular upon the hypotenuse. PR is the side opposite to angle Q, so sin Q is PR by PQ, right? So since sin B and sin Q are equal, it is given in the question, we will get the ratio same, AC by AB equals to PR by PQ. Now we can interchange this position in the ratio. We can do this. So we will bring PR over here and we will take AB over here, and we can give this ratio, we can take this ratio as a constant K, right? We can take this ratio equivalent to constant K, right? So now you can see by Pythagoras theorem, we'll apply Pythagoras theorem to find the side BC. BC you can see is this side. So that is square of hypotenuse minus square of this perpendicular whole under root, right? AB square minus AC square whole under root, and similarly we will get QR as PQ square minus PR square whole under root, right? So this is, we'll mark it as these both equations as 1 and 2 respectively, right? And we'll take the ratio of 1 and 2, right? From 1 and 2 we'll get this ratio BC by QR, right? Now here we can see that it is under root of AB square minus AC square upon under root of PQ square minus PR square. So we know that AB by PQ, it was given over there, AB by PQ equals to K, so we can write AB equals to KPQ, and AC by PR equals to K, so we can write AC equals to KPR, right? So we'll substitute these values. We can mark this as 3 and 4. Now from 3 and 4 we will substitute these values in this particular equation, right? So we get under root of KPQ whole square minus KPR whole square upon under root of PQ square minus PR square. We can take K common, and when we will take this K outside, this numerator will become equal to this denominator. We can cancel this out, hence we will get K. Now since BC by QR ratio also becomes equivalent to other ratios, we can see that AC by PR equals to AB by PQ equals to BC by QR equals to K. So we'll apply the theorem. We will study this in triangles chapter, that if the ratios of the sides of two triangles is same, then the triangles are said to be equivalent. For this chapter, just remember this theorem, that if the ratio of the sides are same, then the triangles are equivalent. So here also, since we can see that all these ratios are the ratios of the sides of these two triangles which are equivalent, so we can say that triangle ABC is equivalent to triangle PQR, and so we can say for the equivalent triangles angle B equals to angle Q. Hence this theorem is proved. Now let's move to some of the numericals from exercise. Question 1 is similar as example 5, so you can practice it yourself. Let us come to question number 2. In question number 2, triangle PQR is given with sides PQ as 12 cm and PR as 13 cm. Now we have to find tan P minus cot R, right? So tan P, here theta for first case. For first case, P is theta, or simply find tan P. So with respect to tan P, our perpendicular P, I am taking perpendicular as P. Our perpendicular will be QR and the base will be PQ. And the value of this base is 20 cm, and the hypotenuse H will be PR, that is 13 cm. Am I right, friends? Okay. So we have to find tan P. For tan P, what do we need? We need perpendicular by base, right? So perpendicular was QR and base is PQ. So value of PQ is given, but QR we have to find. So by Pythagoras theorem, we will find the value of QR, right? So we can write QR whole square as PR square minus QP square, that is 13 square minus 12 square. You should remember the squares also, that is 169 minus 144. So here we'll get 25. Under root of 25 is 5. So we will get 5 centimeter as QR. This is 5 centimeter. Right, so we get tan P as perpendicular by base, that is 5 by 12. Now we have to find cot R. Cot R. Now what is cot R? Now we are taking this as theta, this as our angle. So cot R will be the base by perpendicular. For with respect to R, in this triangle PQR, our base will be what? With respect to R, it is QR, and with respect to R, the perpendicular will be PQ. So we can write it as QR by PQ. Value of QR was 5 and value of PQ is 12. Right, so tan P minus cot R we get as 5 by 12 minus 5 by 12, that is 0. So it was a simple question, guys. Now let us move to next question. Now we can see question number 3. It is same as example 1. Here the value of sin A is given. Right, in example 1, remember the value of tan A was given. Now the sin A value is given 3 by 4. So sine of an angle is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. For A, let us suppose we draw the triangle ABC. So here with respect to A, the perpendicular is BC, that is the opposite side to A, right, and the hypotenuse is AC. So 3K and 4K are the sides, right. So we have to find cos A and tan A, right. So for cos A, we know that the cos A ratio can be given as the adjacent side upon the hypotenuse, that is base upon hypotenuse. So here base is AB and hypotenuse is AC, right. But we don't know the value of AB, so by Pythagoras theorem we'll find it, right. AB will be equal to AC whole square minus BC square, right friends. So we can find the value of AB and we can put this value, right. Similarly tan A, for tan A we need to get the base value again, that will be equal to BC by AB. So I hope you can solve this question. It is a very simple question. Now suppose the question is given in this form. We have to find sin A and sec A. It is really simple, guys. As you did the previous question, similarly you have to solve this question. What you have to do is you have to write cos A as 8 by 15. Right, and simply just draw a triangle A B C, right angle at B, for example. So cot, what is cot? Cot is, we know that cot is base by perpendicular, am I right? So with respect to A, our base will be AB and the perpendicular will be BC, right. So here 8 by 15 is given, so we can write AB as 8K and BC as 15K, right. By Pythagoras theorem we can find the value of AC. We can do AB square plus BC square, that is 8K square plus 15K square, right. So we can get 225K square plus 64K square, and hence we get 260, and sorry, we get 289K square. Therefore we get AC as 17K, right friends. So here we get 17K. Now we can easily find sin A. Sin A will be perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is 15 by 17. And what will be sec A? Sec A is hypotenuse by base, that is the reciprocal of cos A. So we get 17 by 8. Hence this is the answer. So next class we will discuss some more numericals. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you.